Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. You're watching Christian Adventure Gamer. I'm your host Daniel the Paladin. In this video, we'll be unboxing the Tales of the Red, or From the Red Dragon Inn, from Slugfest Games. This was a Kickstarter I just recently got in. Matter of fact, I got so recent it was yesterday or Monday. Yesterday. I don't know. It was either Monday or yesterday. But and also got this here's the Tales from the Red Dragon Inn demo kit, Kickstarter edition, and then the Tales from the Red Dragon Inn Kickstarter kit. So I'll open this up for you. I did open it up and check it out myself. All it is stuff that I can't look at because of the game. Right? It's a spoiler alert, right? So there's some cards that you can't look at either because it's spoiler alert. But there's just a little slip of cardboard for spacing. But so on scenario 2, 4, 8, 12, 13, and then 20, 22, 24, and 25. So there's some miniatures in there. I can see that they're miniatures, but just can't look at them. It's a hush-hush, top secret. So one box is bigger than the other. So just throw those back in there. With the cards. And that little slip of cardboard goes there. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, it's done, right? And then toss it over there. Alright, so this, let's see if I can pop this off without messing up that tape, right? Well, there we go, I did it. Alright, so it looks like it's some standees. Looks like some orcs, a goat, it's a mechanical goat almost. Looks like a mechanical goat there. And then some bandits maybe, goblin. So yeah. And then it looks like there's a map. So this looks just like the demo that they ran at Gen Con last year. Maybe even, I think it was maybe in the year before that too. I know I tried the demo on when Gen Con was online on Tabletop Simulator. I think is what it's called. But yeah. It's a beer goat. So it's a mechanical goat carrying beer. We got Goblin Arsonist, so the other one was a Troll Brute, and then Drunk Bandits. So yeah, everyone's drunk here. Other side of it is just nothing. So alright, so that is definitely the demo. So I don't know why they would have gave us this for, but you know, I could run this game at an event I'm throwing. So this is the first time you guys are going to hear it. So I am renting the Gen Con's Games library, and I'm taking it to the Edgewood Middle School in Warsaw, Indiana. It's going to be September 30th, so 8:30 a.m. till I think 10 p.m. with last game checkout at 8:30 p.m. So it's going to be a whole day of gaming, and so be looking for those notifications for the event. So my business, actually, the Healing Road LLC, is hosting it. So. But we are looking to getting some food vendors there. I know that the school will be handling concessions because the money that the school makes is going to go towards the athletic department. One of the local ice cream shops told me that if we can cut a deal, he would donate a percentage of what he makes to the school. So I was like, all right, let's do that because I want the school to be able to, fund a lot of the athletics programs. So all right, but yeah, enough of that. You're not here for that. You're here for this. So the Red Dragon Inn. Alright, Slugfest Games. Oh, this thing is heavy. It's got some weight to it. It's got the different characters in it, right? So it's got Deirdre, Eve, Fiona, Gurki, Gog, and Zot. Zot is probably one of my favorite characters from the game. When I say the game, I'm talking about the actual Red Dragon Inn. Because of Pookie. I like being able to throw Pookie at people. And so there's a solo mode with auto, ages 13 and up, saves about 90 minutes to 120 minutes, 1 to 4 players. So definitely could solo this. It just looks like there's so much content in this thing. Like, at least with the weight, right? It's probably all just cardboard chips. I gotta be careful. I want to break my table. And then, swoosh. That's a complete fail. I missed. Alright, so nothing in the inside lid there. Here's a nice thick rule book. Wonder if it's got scenarios in it too. Finish scenario 1. Let's play scenario 2. Play scenario 3. And final chapter. Okay, that's weird. Alright, so lots of cardboard. I like that they put the cardboard in there. That's kind of useless though. Alright, so now that I've got it, I don't really need it. Stop. Do not look at cards in this vault unless instructed to do so. Aw, they're no fun. Alright, open this first. Alright. Hey, there we are. There's the characters. So there's Pookie. And there's Zot. So I'll take this off so maybe you can see it better. But I'll stand up and show you guys. So here it is, Pookie and Zot. I'm not sure who those are. Obviously the big guy is Gog. There's lots of characters in there. Nice. This is Otto, obviously. I think this is Deirdre. Not sure what. I have to look at the back of it to see their names. Unless the character cards are in here, because this looks like some monster cards there. Oh, there they are. So I don't want to cut into the card. So maybe I can stretch the plastic and then. There we go. Alright, so Deirdre. Looks like it's this one. We got Eve. Okay, Eve was the one that's over here. She looks like she's Skeletor's right-hand lady, right? So, this one. Right there. Then we have Fiona. Okay, Fiona's the one that has the sword and the shield. Right there. Then we have Gerkie. So Gerkie is the rogue here, the little halfling rogue. And then we have Gog, and then Zot, and then Pookie. So yep. And then we have this weird looking card here. I'm not sure what that represents, but almost looks like it might be a skill tree or something, right? Looks like there's one for each character. Interesting. Okay. Epic pool. Okay, power tokens. So it talks about the power tokens. So shield, toughness, evade, damage boost. There's only going to be one for all the players to share. There's not enough for each player. So it looks like there's a wounded side. She looks like she got beat up a little bit. And then let's see what this looks like. Yep, she looks like she got beat up too. What's Fiona look like? Yep, she got some beat up eyes there. Yeah. And Gerkie. You got black eye, putting some poison on his blade. Cheater McCheaterson. Gog, got his hair hanging down low. Whereas before, it's kind of pulled back. His hair's on fire, actually. And we got Zot. Zot looks like he's angry. And Pookie. Pookie looks like Pookie. Alright, interesting. Got plenty of bags. That's a lot of bags. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's a lot of bags. That tells you how much tokens are in this thing. So maybe there's not much to this game, but just a bunch of tokens. So there's that. Again, nice little dice bag that has no logo whatsoever on it. Oh well, at least it's a dice bag. They didn't have to give me a dice bag, so that was really nice of them. Here's the dice. Here's some little cards that go to the actual players. So let's see if we can open this. Oh, come on. There we go. So we got nothing on them. What's the purpose of having a card that has nothing on them? So weird. Illusion. Maybe these are messed up, you know, like you'd think that there'd be some kind of image on them. Maybe they got printed without an image and just packaged, because all it is gold. These clearly go to these players. Right there's whatever her name is, and there's a goblin, a skeleton. Oh, so these aren't okay. I thought these were player cards, but they're not. Obviously, looks like that could be Gog. But that is a skeleton. Obviously, that looks like a creature of some sort. So weird. So I guess let's see what the book says. Yeah, the book shows them small damage tracker cards. That's all they are, damage tracker cards. Interesting. Okay, they got 21 character start cards. Looks like there's nothing on them. That's very, very bland. So maybe they have images on the backside. How about that? Alright, so let's see here. Okay, so they do have images on the flat face of them, whatever, right? So there's these ones. Icon of godliness, right? And this one is Eve, right? So it looks like Eve comes with a standee, but then obviously I have the miniature. Fiona has a pot lid for a shield. A little bit of contact poison always hurts. Yeah, I bet it does. Chopping up a gooey there. Okay. A spoon. A skeleton running for its life. Bar stool. And there's Zot. Wizard bathrobe. And Pookie! Alright. You'd think that they'd have Pookie's face on this, you know? What do you do? And then here's some cards in here for the solo mode. Alright, so we got recovery mode, recovery mode, recovery mode, recovery mode. Pookie's on break, and then Pookie! Interesting. So that goes there. Right there, a lot of standees. Look at all those standees. So they didn't offer like a miniatures for everything. Maybe they did. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. So there's that. Okay, there it is. So where did it go? Alright, so cards. Can't forget the cards. So I don't think there's anything else that goes in this box. So there's that. Cardboard. Some more cardboard. Unneeded cardboard. There's so much open space in this box. Interesting. They made it like a big old book. When I say big old book, I mean like it has a front and back cover. It doesn't have a bind to it. That's really super sticky tape. Alright, so let's do this. So there's, it's a giant folder. Look at that. It's just paper maps. Interesting. Okay. Man. So they did it because it's too big for the box. I understand. That's why. It feels really cheap. Just saying. It's almost like I need to laminate it. I feel the need to, but however, I'm not going to because I actually have one of the Dungeons and Dragons. I think it was like called Game Night or something like that. They had like this magnetic, clear map cover. It's like you open it up and you put the map inside, and it's like I don't want to say vinyl, but maybe it's like vinyl, and you put it over. It's got magnets and it flattens everything. It flattens out the maps. You just play on top of it. You can use dry erase marker and whatnot. So I might use that for this. So, Room of Doom. Interesting. Okay. Talks about the monsters that are involved. Interesting. So, what I'm going to do is take this packet here, take everything out of it. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just see it open and stick it right in there. There's like tons of maps in there. So, there's one on a ship. There's this one, the attack on Gray Market. Crime Too Far. They're double-sided too. Okay, now you got me intrigued. Okay, so there's what goes up. Danger Room debacle. We have the attack on the Great Market. So these are the scenarios, right? So then, and the counterpart, or should I say the next chapter is on the back of it. So That way you don't take them all out in sync, right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is right here. We have 7 and 8 all the way. So that's a lot of maps. I just wish they were a little bit thicker, you know? I'm afraid they're going to get torn or ripped up. Nefarious cargo. So you're on ship. Interesting. And we have a manse trap. A mansion of some sort. Looks like some kind of arcane library. Interesting. So I'm not going to go through all of these. I just think it's neat for what they are. I just wish they were a little bit thicker, but man, they're huge. So I guess that kind of evens out. They gave me a huge paper map that I can obviously use with that D&D map protector. So I haven't used that in ages. So yeah, I'm not going to complain, even though I already did, right? So there is that giant folder. Nice. That was cool. Chapter 1. Okay, so there's like the storybooks, and there's chapter 2. Scenarios 5 through 10. We have chapter 3. I like how they did this. That's cool. So like, there is all that. So this is everything you're going to need for scenario 11 through 16. So you don't open them all at one time. You open them as you need to. So here's like, 17 through 21. And then there's another person at the end. A fairy, occult assassin. Looks like it's possibly a hero to play with. Right? So there's all that. So, interesting. And the cardboard feels a little thin. I'm going to throw this away. Let's go ahead and just open one of these up. Because this is for scenario 1 through 4, right? So when we look at scenario 1, at least, when I first play, maybe not today. I don't know if Slugfest did any other board games. I know they have Battle for Greyport and then the Red Dragon Inn, but I think this might be their actual first board game, whereas those are technically card games. Got a prologue, a whole story here, reference manual. That's cool. Tons of stuff to look at and read, though. So hopefully everything it makes sense. Sometimes they give you so much things to read that it becomes confusing to learn how to play. So we got lightning bolts here, hourglasses. These little must be hit points, to keep track of. An ally. Looks like a trap, like a bear trap or something on these. Double-sided. Alright, so we got Eve, right? These gooey creatures. Doors. Some kind of claw thing there. Some more traps. Some arcane fire. There's all that. Pops up pretty easily. Looks like orcs or something. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright, we got gooey creatures. We got the crab lobster creature things. We got a robot. That must be... No, I think that's auto, but I don't think that's auto. I think it's just auto. It's just robots that you have to fight. We have tokens here for the board. So we got their damage side. They're not damage side. Okay. Solo hero, purple, yellow, gray, purple. Okay, lots of tokens. So I have to get some things to hold all these tokens. That's a lot of tokens. Because by the time I get through all these boards, there's not gonna, there's gonna be a lot of empty space in this game. So yeah, interesting. Okay, well, that is a lot to consider, right? So I'm kind of like trying to fathom all this, put it all in my mind. A lot of empty space in the box. So yeah. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing. Thanks for taking a look with me. I'll see you guys next time.